When his wrestling career ended due to injury in 1999, Bret Hart couldn't possibly predict where his life would lead him. A man of amazing strength and vigor, Hart rarely thought of his own mortality. But a stroke in June of 2002 drastically changed his perspective. He began to focus on the future with a new sense of urgency. Always the entertainer, Hart craved one more shot at the spotlight. And after a difficult 2-year battle, he finally has his second chance. Although not in the way you might expect. Rod Smith has more.
When I had my stroke, everything was so dark at that time. I never saw myself doing anything in public again. That was all in the beginning, when it was a very dark time for me.
For a fleeting moment, it seems like he never left. It's Bret Hart, performing once more. But the road to this stage was long and arduous. 2 years ago, Bret's life changed. He was torn from the world he loved. Suddenly, entertaining no longer mattered. All that mattered was living.
I was devastated. I mean, I had the deepest, darkest doubts.
Hart's doubts leapt to the forefront after falling from his mountain bike on Calgary's Bow River Path in June 2002. The crash triggered an acute stroke.
I didn't have a dramatic fall off my bicycle. I had a really simple fall.
And all of a sudden I just came in here with all my weight on my bars here. And if you look, this thing is really deep. And then I just went up about that far and I just fell over like that, sideways.
I did like a somersault on the grass, on my head.
And I fell off and rolled across the grass, almost like doing a headstand.
I had the stroke right then and there. I can remember I had a million little silver dots in my left eye upon impact.
And I didn't have a helmet. And that was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made my whole life.
The damage had been done, and Hart was left paralyzed on the left side of his body. The experience was humbling for the wrestling legend. Essentially, he had been reduced to an infant, learning to talk and walk all over again.
I can remember staring at my hand for 30 minutes trying to turn my hand over, just to flip it over like that. And I couldn't even move it. And trying to turn my hand over was like trying to turn a house over.
For Bret Hart, perseverance is not just a word. It's a mantra. He has suffered through the death of his brother, his father, his mother, and now a stroke. But somehow, Hart has remained resolute, and in turn has made an amazing recovery.
What makes me smile is to think about how much I've recovered and how much my life has, has improved now, and how grateful I am for getting a second chance.
While avoiding the black curtain, Bret has found comfort with a red one.
Open sesame!
He's back in the spotlight, starring as the genie of the lamp in Aladdin, a family musical in Toronto this month. He's still entertaining, still making people smile.
It's really a dream come true for me in a lot of ways. I'm really honored that they considered me for this, and that they have offered me this opportunity to kind of go out and show people that I've recovered as much as I have, and that I can do it in a fun way, and let people see me again and put a smile on their faces and maybe put a smile on my own.